All right, guys, let's give you a little wipe first before we do anything else. So, the week before last, we hit a high of 34 degrees here in Kent, a record high for this particular area. Now, I have a new job. I'm doing the same thing, but I'm in a new area, and my commute into work is slightly different in that the 90% of it is 20 mile an hour, slow moving. I'm in bus lanes, but it's quite slow moving. So I don't have the luxury of speed on this particular commute, and therefore I don't have the pleasure of having all that wind going through me. So I've had to do some things to my bike to make it more summer friendly and more comfortable for me to ride. I've done 3 things. Both of them are very cheap, and one of them is actually free. So I'm going to show you those things. I'll leave links down below for 2 of the things, non-affiliated links, nothing sponsored here, and no kickbacks for me either. I'm just sharing these things with you in case you're interested. All right, what's up with that? Oh my God, it's terrible. Let's have a look at the bike. All right, so first thing I've done is fit one of these lovely fishnet stocking type things to the seat. And these really do work well. Now, I don't know whether it's this particular sort of plasticky material, but when I'm on the bike for any number of time, my ass just sweats like it's going out of fashion. These mean you get airflow going underneath your trousers, and they really do work well. And they just Velcro underneath the seat, put your seat back on, and you're good to go. They really work. The free thing that I did was removing the handguards. So obviously when you're on the bike, now the wind blows up your sleeve as opposed to going over it as it would with these handguards here. The last thing I did, which made the most difference, was I bought a little fly screen from AliExpress. Now, when I bought this, believe it or not, it was only $7.99. Now they've gone up to $11.99. So if you want one, I would get in quick if I was you. I'll leave the link down below. But it works just the same as the previous one in that you can still move it up and down. Not that it makes much difference when it's this small, but the original fixings from the old screen go on here, no problem. All the holes line up perfectly, and it even comes with these little rubber grommets that fit in here, which is the same as these. You get brand new ones of these in the pack, and it fits on easy. And it just means you get the whole airflow going through your jacket. There it is from the front. I think it looks really good. It's like a kind of smoked out, tinted little fly screen there. All right, guys, that is it. Like I said, just a few little things, one of which is free, cheap and cheerful, and you get maximum airflow all up your giblets. All right, guys, that's it. Take it easy. See you soon. Bye. And so one more thing, it's funny, I put a little short up of that screen the other day, and some guy said, I love it when people buy expensive bikes and attach cheap shite to it. Now the thing is, I would struggle to tell the difference between this screen and a screen made by, say, Power Bronze or Puig, which cost £80. This cost 7 times as less as that, and it does exactly the same thing, and it looks exactly the same. I don't know why you would want to spend 7 times as much on something that does exactly the same thing. It doesn't make any sense to me. Now, I understand things like, for example, I wouldn't buy brake discs from Temu. Of course not, you wouldn't do that. But things like that, little screen, little fiddly bits that aren't affecting the bike in any sort of structural way, I think is absolutely fine. Why spend more money than you need to? Do you know what I mean? There you go, guys. Right, see you soon. Bye.